Here we go.
Yes, sir. The boys are back in town.
Rap Sports News, RSM Podcast. Yeah. What's going on, man?
Man, getting to it, man. Another week. We, making it do what it do. Still kicking it.
Yes, sir. All right. So we got some rap to talk about. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
This week, 50 Cent, man. 50 Cent is outside.
Man, he back to the old 50. He don't care right now.
Yeah, his concert. He trying to use the mic. Mic ain't working.
Sometimes you got to throw it.
And he throws the mic into the crowd, hitting a young lady, and now she is suing him.
At this moment, he realized. Boom! That's the sound of the mic.
It's like, all right, so, the game had came out and said, you came to L.A. just to hit women?
Oh, man, he going to egg something on.
Yo, but it was crazy to, see that story. Because I'm like, yo, what is 50 doing out here?
Yeah, man. He, I bet he wish he can get that one back.
Yeah, that was a bad look on his part. But there's someone else that had a bad look on their part.
Uh-oh.
Ja Rule. Ja Rule's on the cross. He's rapping. Ja Rule, why are you on the cross rapping?
At this moment. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking, man. Once again, I don't understand the thought. He must not have been thinking. He must have had a moment. He must have been watching like an old pop concert or something. It's like, you know what? I'm going to do that tonight.
Right.
I don't know.
It's like, yeah, it's so out of nowhere. And then it's like, it doesn't make sense.
Nah, it ain't even around Easter time.
It's not even around Christmas time.
Around Christmas time. This is so random. We going into the fog.
Right.
What are you doing, bro?
About to be Halloween first.
Put a mask on or something. You could at least appreciate it. He came out with a Squid Game mask on or something. I mean, come on.
Right. But, 50 has something to say about that. I heard he was clowning him on that too.
Yeah, 50 always going to have something to say when it comes to Ja Rule. Yeah, he just giving them ammo at this point. It's like, it's been how many years? He just gonna keep giving them ammo, man. He keep giving them stuff to talk about, man.
20 years in the making.
It's crazy.
I'm from New York. All right, so Travis Scott. Travis Scott was trying to do a show out in Egypt, and they said, "Yo, this looks kind of weird," and they canceled it.
I feel like
for strange rituals.
Oh man! First of all, shout out to Egypt, because. And everybody overseas, because I feel like the first part of this is I appreciate how other countries, they stand up for what they believe in. Mm-hmm. If they feel like something ain't right, they ain't gonna let it rock. They're gonna call it out from the rip.
Yeah, they said it goes against their traditions, what he's trying to do. Also, some of the things that he's doing mimics things that they already know about. Yeah,
that says a lot. You can go down a rabbit hole with that, but I feel like anytime we mention Travis Scott's name, I just like, man, what he done did now.
Right.
it's like, dang, I don't know, man. Hopefully they figure it out and everything. But a lot of, like we were talking before, a lot of artists are doing some weird things during these concerts, and people are starting to pay attention. Need to start paying attention. It's good. People are waking up and not just going with the flow,
right?
And actually speaking out
and asking questions.
It's needed, man. Y'all don't want to
doing some history.
Yeah, you don't want to just get in those situations not knowing what's happening. You got to know what you're walking into.
Right. Know your history, or you're bound to repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
So Russ, he had something to say about Billboard because he lost 10,000 streams. So he was selling merch and selling digital copies, and they ended up taking away his merch streams.
Oh man, yeah, so all artists know this. Every stream count. You know what I'm saying? Every purchase count, every stream count. It all adds up. And you talking about 10,000. Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate. But it's unfortunate, it's not right, but it's also something I think, I don't want to say it comes along with the industry, but it's been happening in the industry for many years that people know of, but most people haven't spoken out enough about it to make a change.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, he was pretty upset about that. And I mean, a lot of artists, they've been doing this for years. Like some artists on labels, they sell stuff and they count their streams, and they don't, when it's time to do a concert, their hard copies aren't coming out right.
Yeah, I mean, they say numbers don't lie, right?
Right. So, but shout out to Russ. Hopefully you got some new music coming soon. Off topic a little, NBA YoungBoy got congratulated by Billboard for being on the charts for 1,000 consecutive weeks, and he's the youngest rapper to ever do that.
1,000 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Yeah, congrats. Anybody on the charts for 1,000 weeks, that is monumental.
I think pretty much him and Drake the only one that have been out there like that.
Sheesh. Man, he need a plaque. He need something. 1,000 weeks, that's crazy. Shout out to you.
Yeah. All right, let's ready to talk about some news.
Let's do it.
All right, so something going on in the country right now that people are starting to take notice of is tipflation. Now, tipflation is when you go to a Starbucks or go to McDonald's or Subway, they turn the kiosk around and they say, "Do you want a tip?"
I feel like everywhere I go is tipflation.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
So like people are starting to notice this, and they're saying 25% of people do actually tip them. So if 1,000 people come into that store in a day, 250 are tipping.
It's smart, man. You know, I work on the business side of things, involved with that in a way, and I see what's going on. They say, yo, if people gonna do it, we're just gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it going. Everywhere you go is slowly creeping in. It's slowly more and more. It's not going away. It's just going to increase.
So let's stop here for a couple of minutes because I want to talk about this. So when it comes to tipping, how I've been taught basically, or conditioned basically, when you go to the bar, to the restaurants, you know, you have a taxi or someone actually like does a service, like they deliver to you, pizza guys, stuff like that, right? But like I don't think I've tipped when I went to a Starbucks or been in a self-checkout line or nothing like that.
Yeah, man.
But now I'm wondering, like, am I being dusty for not tipping?
Nah, I think it's I think you got to do it in moderation. Do it where it makes sense. And what I mean by that is, for example, you have dinner, you have a nice dinner, or you, even if it's just like, you know, some Taco Mac or something, you know what I'm saying? And they give you good service, everything's on point.
No, I get that part, but I'm saying like if I do a pickup, like if I ordered it online and then I'm just going there to go get the food.
Nah, you don't get no tip for that. You don't get no tip for that.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And there's people that are tipping them for that.
You know, for those who love to do that, hey, be my guest.
So now I'm wondering, like, is that where the nation's going? Are we supposed to tip them? Because I feel like if I'm going to tip you, it's not really a big deal. You know, you just account for those extra few dollars.
Yeah.
But I want better service. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If I go to Kroger and I buy something, I don't hand it to you and be like, carry my bags.
Yeah, I need, you know, I'm with you on that. Some people want to tip for nothing.
Right.
Some people want to tip for nothing. Like I heard somebody say the other day, like they went through a car wash and all the guy did was just open the gate. And he was like asking for a tip. He was like, what you mean? What you mean? You want a tip for opening the gate? Like, no, you don't get a tip for opening the gate. You don't even get a tip because you asked for the tip too. That make it even worse. Like, nah, bro. Like, nah, you got to do something for it. Like, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I think everybody wants something for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you give me good service, even if like a lot of times you go into a store, convenience store, grocery store, whatever, any kind of store. If I gotta speak to you and ask you how you doing, or tell you to have a good day or whatever, before you say it, and don't even say nothing to me,
not even acknowledging the customers.
Don't even acknowledge it. Nah, you ain't getting no tip.
Right.
Nah, I go by the service. You know, I go to Publix. I have no problem tipping them because they have excellent service there. Mm-hmm. You go to Kroger on Riverside. Shots. No, shout out to everybody over there. But but at the end of the day, I just feel like, you know, I have no problem tipping, and people shouldn't have no problem tipping if the service is right. Right. If nobody ain't doing nothing, they just like sitting there and, you know, on their phone and not even acknowledge you. Nah, don't tip.
Yeah. So that's the thing that they were saying on TikTok. Like one lady on TikTok that I saw, she went into, what was it, like one of those smoothie places?
Yeah.
And
they asking for tips. They definitely asking for any smoothie place asking for tips.
So she said that the girl, I guess a teenager, like turned the thing around and was watching her while it's time to tip. And then when she put 0, the teenager,
nah, you definitely don't get no tips. See, anytime I get a smoothie, they always turn it around and they like turn it, walk away and let you do your thing. And then just, if you decide or whatever, and then, keep it moving. But if you watching me tip you, I'm like, one, if the service is good, I don't mind, right? I don't mind if you like, but don't like hawk me down, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you bugging.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the new line is, like, because you don't want to be out here being dusty.
Yeah,
and everybody else.
Yeah, of course not. You don't want to be dusty or nothing like that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
I just feel like they're not doing too much. Like, if you hand me a bottle of water, do I gotta give you like $2 extra for that?
Nah. See, I don't mind tipping. See, I'm the type of person, I don't mind tipping. I'm a generous giver, right?
Yeah.
But it gotta make sense.
Yeah.
It gotta make sense, man. Like, it's almost like this. It's almost like this. Here's an example. Maybe. Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, right? I don't necessarily eat the products, but I get it for other people, or if it's something I want. So, like, for example, I bought some popcorn. Support the Boy Scouts. Because they came up to me nice, hey, sir, would you mind seeing what we got? No pressure. Just see what what we got and check us out. We selling popcorn, blah, blah, blah. They approached me with respect. They was very, the way they went about it was real cool. And the popcorn, a bag like this, it wasn't even that big, was $15. $15 for a small bag of popcorn. But guess what? I bought it.
Yeah. Because
how they approached me. You know what I'm saying? Versus, they come over with an attitude, like, you gonna buy it or not? Nah, son. Nah, no way. No way at all.
Yeah, so I understand that. You want to support the community, so I get it.
But it goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you treat me right, I'm gonna treat you right. You don't even gotta have no excellent service. I'm not looking for you to be the best. I'm just looking for the effort.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. That's where it really counts the most. But yeah, guys. So I want to know what y'all think about tipping at these places that are pretty much new to everybody, because I'm interested to learn that. Yeah,
shout out to my man Dre. He the one who did it for Starbucks. So if y'all mad about the tipping, go look for Dre.
All right, let's go out to Texas. So a video is going viral right now. Chick out in Texas got hit with a brick.
Oh man!
So in the video, she says, I just told this guy that I'm not going to give him my number, or I don't want to give him my number. And she said he hit her with a brick, and nobody did anything. Yeah,
number one, he bugging. Like, that's some dusty stuff. You talking about dusty?
Yeah, for sure.
You can't get a number, so you hit the chick with a brick. That's dusty. That's trash right there. But to everybody who ain't did nothing, they right or wrong?
Right. So
that's the question. Are they right or wrong?
That's where things get blurry, because there's a second story going out saying that she's been out here going around hitting people and then daring them to do something back.
Oh. Okay. All right, so let's take it 2 parts. First part, if the first part is true, she out here do like, let me get your number. She like, no. And he just busts her in the face with a brick. Are the people wrong for not doing nothing? Should they stepped in and beat him up, or made him leave, or what was they supposed to do?
Real unpopular opinion about this. Which is, if it's not your chick, it's really not your problem. Not your business.
See, and that's a fine line, right? So if you, okay, I see it from both sides. I see it the side of guys like, man, I ain't about to fight her fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't about to fight her fight, da-da-da. I don't even know her. I get that, because, dude, somebody jump in, they get whooped. Now it's both of them whooped with a brick.
Matching
brick faces. But then on the other side of that, I feel like if the guy hit her with the brick and continued to try to hit her,
right,
is like he's wrong either way. But if he continued, like he hit her with the brick and then tried to stomp her out or something like, yeah, somebody should have stepped in. Right. Somebody should have stepped in then, because now she could die.
Right.
She could have died from the first one, but now she could really die.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, other part of that,
it's actually a blessing she's alive.
Yeah. Other part of that is if she going out here starting fights with people. Yeah, it is what it is.
Who's supposed to?
It is what it is.
Who's gonna jump in that? At that point, you want people. You want a retaliation army, basically.
Yeah, and that's not gonna happen.
Exactly.
That's not gonna happen.
So, I mean, you don't want to see that level of violence happening, but I think women should be aware that that type of violence can happen.
Yeah.
So watch where you're going, watch who you're talking to, and you can always give someone a number and block them later.
Or a fake number.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. These guys are dusty now. They'll call right in front of her face.
give her her uncle number or somebody.
Give them your burner Instagram.
Oh man, yeah, it's sad that it's like that out here. But now it's like nothing really surprised me. Like chicks getting hit with bricks and people just going crazy. Every day is something.
Yeah, I mean, that was crazy, but not surprising. It is crazy as hell, though.
Yeah, facts.
All right, so let's go to Ohio. So this week, not this week, but recently, Takaya Young was killed by a cop because she was, they say, allegedly stealing, and the cops came to run her down, tried to stop her. One cop was on the side of her car. One cop was in front of her car. She ended up putting her car in drive, and the cop that was in front of the car shot through the window, and it hit her, and she lost her life.
Man, what's your take on this?
It's unfortunate, of course. I do understand a cop protecting his life or, using his weapon, because at that point he could get killed himself. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, why were you in front of her car?
Yeah, I think, looking at the video, right? And all we could do, because we wasn't there, so all we could do is just go based on what we see. What we see is the cops approaching her. She's being resistant, not complying. And one cop go in front of the car, which is number one rule, no. Like, you don't do that.
Right.
So he's already out of place going in front of the car. Now, she did put it in drive, I guess, because the car started rolling forward. Mm-hmm. And I completely understand the cop protecting himself. But it seemed like he really wanted to shoot her.
Right.
Like, it didn't seem like, oh, no, let me jump on the hood or get out the way. It was, let me kill her.
Right. And you remember the other video we had the other week of the woman?
Oh, yeah.
At least with that one, the cop, he said, what are you doing? No, stop. There was some type of don't take it this far. With her.
He was just like, I'm going to end this. That's what it felt like. I could be wrong. But it felt like he was just, I felt like it was need to protect himself, but I don't think he need to kill her.
Right. It just seemed like you said, he wanted to do that.
Yeah. It almost felt premeditated. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to get in front of this car, and if you try to move, I'm going to kill you.
Right.
Like, that's what it felt like. All over someone stealing, not somebody killing somebody, not someone making terroristic threats, not saying all that is right to kill them either way, but I'm just saying, it was just like, sometimes it seems like and I'm not saying all, officers are quick to pull a trigger and not really care when it comes to, I'm not playing a race car, it's just facts when it comes to people who don't look like them.
Right. No, I agree. And you can see that. You see it on video. We see it. We report on this almost like weekly, definitely monthly, but it's almost weekly at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, she didn't have a gun. She didn't pull a gun. She was resisting, which is wrong. I'm not condoning resisting, but it just took it way too far.
And they got her license plate.
Yeah, exactly. There's
so many other things they could have did.
And when it comes to aggressors, like other aggressors, the situations where I'm not saying I would like to see somebody get killed, but where they should have used force, they don't.
Right.
You know, so
Same song.
yes, sir.
This week, Danny Masterson sentenced to 30 years
Sheesh.
for forcing himself on 2 women back in May.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It was a little bit confusing at first because it said that it was like from 20 years ago, but then it said it was from May. So, and I think that's what we were talking about earlier is like when you're a judge or prosecutor or whoever, and you're looking at a case like this and you say, okay, it's wrong either way, no matter when it happened, May, 20 years ago, whenever. How do you prove that someone in a situation is guilty either in May or 20 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't have any evidence. Because did they have any evidence?
I don't know exactly what the evidence of the case was. I only know the verdict of it.
Okay. Yeah, he got 30 years either way, but it's like...
So they know something happened.
Yeah, they know something happened.
Or they assume something happened. Or it sounds like something happened.
Yeah, and I'm always for the woman to come up and speak out if something did happen and things like that. But I'm just saying, like, when you look at it on the other side of it, it's like, okay, if there wasn't any evidence and this happened, you say this was 20 years ago, how can you prove that?
Right.
How can you even, like, what's the defense? Like, how do you go about that?
I guess it's one of those believe all women things. But if it was from 20 years ago, I mean, honestly, there's nothing you can do. Because anyone can say anything from 20 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Anyone can point the finger at anybody and say, hey, this person stole from me 20 years ago.
Yeah, and again.
And it was $100,000. And I want it back and with interest because I was going to invest it.
And I was going
to invest it into Bitcoin.
I want all the money I could have made from this. And this is not to be insensitive because if something did happen to somebody 20 years ago, sometimes in certain cases,
that's traumatizing.
It's traumatizing. They might not want to speak about it, different things like that. But we're talking about when it involves high publicity celebrities, money's involved, this and that. 20 years ago.
We're talking about him when he was at the top of his fame on That 70s Show, pretty much a top 10 show on TV at the time. So it's hard to believe he did that or he would need to or feel the need to at that time.
Yeah, if he did, he's wrong.
Right.
Let's make that clear. If he did,
we've been wrong.
Dead wrong.
We've been wrong about some other guys like Mystical. So
yeah,
anything can happen.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, if they're getting justice, that's a good thing, and it's good that he's being sent away.
Yeah, facts.
All right, we're ready to talk about some sports.
Let's do it.
All right, so a coach over at Benjamin E. Mays High School.
Oh man,
wild out, punched the kid right on the field in front of everybody.
Man, you get a big. No, it's not that one. No, not that one.
Every time.
Not that one. No, not that one. There you go. Yeah, you wrong for that, bro. Where was his father at? That's what I want to know. Where was his father at?
I mean, it was wrong for him to hit him, but I don't think the punishment fits. I think he should have just got suspended.
He went straight to jail. Oh, man. Nah, I mean.
And then I'm curious about what he said to the kid.
Yeah, I mean, he probably was like, you ain't make that play.
Or catch the damn
you
ball.
Ain't catch the ball. They ain't say what position the dude was, right? Yeah, he must have been a linebacker or something. Because, you ain't make that hit. I'm going to show you how to hit. Boom. Nah, not to, and I'm be just joking, y'all, but I feel like as the parent,
yeah, like, as an uncle, if I seen that, then, we got to
show you how to squab. Yeah, that's
can't say certain stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, he would have been in trouble. I'll leave it at that.
But I mean, well, they handled it. He got arrested. He got suspended. Not suspended, but fired, basically.
Yeah, he out of there.
So they don't got to worry about it no more. And they said that he was like a sub coach or something.
Yeah, so when I looked into that, and that only means that he doesn't teach in the classroom.
All right.
So he's a full coach. He's a full blown coach. He just don't teach in the classroom. Outside of that, he was a full time coach. So once again, you played yourself. You can't be mad at nobody but himself. I mean, you grown man. You can't control your emotions with some kids. Come on, man. You shouldn't be coaching.
But now I'm wondering, like, are other kids gonna come out and be like, "Yo, he hit me too"?
They about to rack up the charges, boy. Yeah, of course he did. If he would do that in public, imagine what the heck he did in practice.
That's what I was thinking. Like, the practice had to be hell.
Practice had to be crazy, man. I've been in some practices, kids was getting cussed out, but they wasn't getting punched.
Right. You get cussed out a lot in practice. Dylan Dennis shadow banned on Twitter for what he showed to Logan Paul's wife. Basically, so he put a video out of Logan Paul's wife, and she was talking spicy in the video, and basically he got shadow banned for it.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean.
And a lot of people didn't like it that he's basically slut shaming.
I mean, when did they didn't fight already, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't fall.
Because it almost got canceled because of that.
Wow. I mean, you know, I think it was a mind tactic or whatever. But I mean, that's kind of on Logan too. It's like, hey, bro, get your girl,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, get your girl. That's kind of on him. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's what happened with that. Coach Prime.
Yes, sir.
Opening weekend game.
Man, we was in that thing, man. Coach Prime, Colorado Buffs, TCU. Man, game time was crazy. He gave a crazy speech before they went out. The boys went out firing. And they came up with the W. They shocked the world. Nobody thought they could do it. Week 1 against TCU, 1-0. This week, Nebraska's coming to town. So it should be a good one. Rivalry game. Very proud of the young men doing what they do, making it do, kicking it like Kung Fu. And shout out to Dylan Edwards, Jimmy Horn, Zay Weaver, and Travis Hunter for having over 100 yards receiving each.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
How many views did they get?
Yes, they got TV views. I mean, everybody posting on YouTube and all that stuff too, but they had 7.3 million viewers for the broadcast.
Nice.
So, yeah, they doing a thing, man.
And I heard that their prices of their tickets were higher than the actual NFL.
Yeah, so this week's game against Nebraska, their ticket prices, I think, like double the price of like the NFL tickets. Patrick Mahomes and them, they just won the Super Bowl. Wow. So everybody want to see Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffs, man.
We got Kim Mulkey getting a $32 million deal.
Yeah. Kim Mulkey, she got a $32 million deal. Or I think it was 29. Was it 32 or 29?
32.
32 for 10 years to continue coaching the LSU Tigers, Lady Tigers, for women's basketball, college basketball. So, you know, they just won the national championship with the girls at LSU basketball team. They did their thing, represented, and coach got paid, man.
Nice. 10 years,
paid.
$32 million.
Yes,
it's going to
sir.
be a good decade.
Shout out to Flaw J and the crew. Yes, sir.
All right, ready for a fun topic?
Let's do it.
All right. So which of these albums is the best? We got Outkast, Stank On Ya.
Oh, man.
Fugees, The Score. Eminem, The Eminem Show. Wu-Tang Clan, Enter the Wu-Tang.
Dang. That's tough. That is tough. I got to go with... Damn, that's tough. For me, it's between Wu-Tang and Outkast.
You got to pick one, man.
All right, I'm going to go with Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. And I'm going to go with Outkast. You already knew that.
Yes, sir.
But
what the people say?
So the people said, actually, Eminem Show, then Wu-Tang, then The Score by the Fugees, and Outkast last.
Dang.
Yeah, they ain't show Outkast no love. I didn't like that.
I think it's show me the demographics. I think this is okay.
I was actually surprised it was the Eminem show.
I thought, yeah, I'm surprised too.
I didn't like that album.
I didn't care for that album. I think the reason behind that is it's the most mainstream out of all those albums. Mm-hmm. Like the most people were exposed to it.
Yeah, for sure. That definitely happened.
That's why. If you take that out, then you said it was Wu-Tang next and then the score.
Yeah.
Dang. I mean, yeah, I definitely picked Wu-Tang, but okay, do you think the score was more universal than Stank on You?
Yeah, for sure it was.
That's probably why. That's why. If this poll was like
I don't think
the South.
I don't think Outkast was as big during Stank on You. Like they were big in like the southern regions.
Yeah.
But they didn't have that
and it's not
crossover yet.
It's not to
that Hey Ya. They didn't have that yet.
That's true. And it's not to hate on the score or in no way. But I thought Miss Education was Lauryn Hill's album, independent album, was bigger than the score to me. Mm-hmm. I think it was like 9 or 10 times platinum.
Yeah, it might have went diamond.
Yeah, I think it went diamond. Yeah, actually, I think it did go diamond. So that's why I thought that Outkast would be number 2 and then the score.
Nope. They were last place to the people, but not to me.
Hey, Dre, you heard that, man? Y'all need to come out with a new album.
We can only wish.
Or shout out to Dre 3000 and Big Boy. I saw a Big Boy some years ago at a club, and he was cool, man. He was, you see some people and they be on some different stuff. Yeah. Like he was him. You know what I'm saying? He was just chilling by himself. Like the whole section was all his people and everything. We was all there, but like he was cool. He was like, I like his energy. He was cool.
The funny thing about Outkast, I've never ran into them, but I always run into people that run into them.
Oh,
I met people like what you did talking about. You met or you seen or met Big Boy, and I've known people that said they seen or met Andre.
Oh wow!
But I never actually ran into either one of them.
Hey, we gotta make it happen right here on RSN Podcast.
Let's interview you, Outkast, both of y'all.
Yes, sir. That'd be dope.
All right, guys. If you made it to the end of the show, we want to thank you. Of course, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. My name's Canary Valance.
Slyce.
Peace. Woo.